So guys, welcome to another episode of my FIFA 16 Super League crew mode with Real Madrid. In today's episode guys, we have three huge games, and to kick it off we will have a game against Manchester City. But before we do head into that game against Manchester City, let's take a look at the league table. As you guys can see, that we are now sitting in the second position, 6 points behind Bayern Munich. We've jumped from 4th to 2nd in the last episode. We're 3 points ahead of Roma and PSG, who are on level points in 3rd and 4th, Barcelona in 5th. So we're doing quite well guys. As you guys can see, that we've played 23 games, won 13, drawn 8 and only lost 2. It is going to be very difficult, and it is going to be very tight at the top of the table to see who is going to win this Super League. Bayern Munich, could we win it? Roma, PSG, or could Barcelona make a late surge to try and win this Super League? So guys, like I did say, let's jump into the first game of today's episode against Manchester City. Let's jump into it guys. This is a huge game against Manchester City at the Bernabeu. Players to watch: Thomas Muller in a Manchester City kit. As you guys can see, Thomas Muller is 3rd when he does come to top goal scorers in the Super League. As you guys can see, my Real Madrid side, there are loads of changes. Aguero is back from his injury. He is back into the side. Casemiro and Kovacic will be coming into the midfield. Caviar will be starting as the right back and Fabric Contral as the left back. As I did say, there are some big changes for this game. A lot of players were on low fitness. And as you guys can see, this is the Manchester City lineup for this game. Aguero obviously coming up against his former side also. Thomas Muller will be starting as the striker. David Silva just behind him. Sterling out on the wing. So is Jesus Navas. But let's jump into it guys. Sergio Aguero is back from his injury, facing his former side. Let's pick up the first 3 points of today's episode. We have to continue picking up the wins because we really do have to chase down Bayern Munich. To Navas. Down the wing. Still on it, Navas plays it inside to Thomas Muller, and it's De Gea who pulls off a save. A very good save there from David De Gea. Plays it through to Casemiro, who's going to look to cut it inside. Plays it to James Rodriguez, who plays it through to Aguero. It's a save from Joe Hart. Aguero with the rebound header. And Sergio Aguero scores against his former side. We lead Manchester City 1-0 after 20 minutes. And we're continuing this good form that we have picked up as of late. Look at this passing play. Aguero streaming down the middle. I'm going to play it to Bale. Plays it to Aguero, who takes the touch. Gets around that defender. Sergio Aguero with the shot. And Joe Hart has to pull off another save. What a start it would have been to this game if Aguero scores 2 goals. Remember that this is Aguero's first game back from injury. Cross comes in. Bale tries to get back there. Sterling's on it. Still on it, Raheem Sterling to David Silva. He's actually going to hit the crossbar. And what a chance that was for City. Ronaldo looks to cut it back, and he does do so very well. Kovacic to James Rodriguez on the right foot. Rodriguez is going to hit the post. And James Rodriguez on the weak foot almost made it 2-0. City doing well with the 1-2s. Kolarov down the wing. With the ball. What a ball that is to Fernandinho. And what a goal for Manchester City. Who was marking Fernandinho? He was free inside the box. And what a volley from Fernandinho. City have leveled it at 1-1. But what a goal. What a ball that was to Fernandinho. And first time volley into the back of the net. And it's now 1-1. So guys, that is how it's going to end. It's going to end Real Madrid 1, Manchester City 1. Not the result that we were looking for going into this game. We're looking to pick up all 3 points. But Manchester City pulled off a fantastic goal. Who was man marking Fernandinho? No one was. It was a great volley from Fernandinho. So the game is going to end 1-1. We pick up 1 point from the first game of today's episode. We really have to hit back in the next game. And that is a must-win game, because we cannot afford draws or losses at all coming to the end of this season. We really do have to push for Bayern Munich's top spot. So the game is going to end 1-1. Not the best result to start off today's episode. It doesn't get any easier, guys, as the second game of today's episode is at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. Man City, now Chelsea. Two Premier League sides in today's episode. This is a really big game. After not winning the first game, we must hit back and pick up 3 points. But it's not going to be easy against a team like Chelsea. They're down in 13, surprisingly, in the Super League. But as you guys can see, the Bayern Munich actually drew their game also. So it was alright that we did draw our game, but could you imagine if we did pick up 3 points? That'll make us even closer to Bayern Munich if we did win the previous game. This is the Chelsea lineup for this game. Courtois in goals. Kurt Zouma will be starting as a right back. The two centre backs are Gary Cahill and John Terry. Hazard, Matic, Ramirez, Willian and Fabregas in the midfield. Azpilicueta as the left back and Diego Costa up front. As we take a look at my Real Madrid side for this game, Aguero will be starting yet again. He had a fantastic return from injury in the previous game. James Rodriguez, Cruz and Pogba in the midfield. Pretty much a strongest starting 11. Rafael Varane is back from his injury, guys, and he will be starting the next game before we do end off the episode. Plays it inside. It's Fabregas with the shot. And Chelsea have scored straight from kickoff. This is the worst start to this game. Chelsea score straight from kickoff, playing the ball around, and it's Cesc Fabregas who picked up the goal. We're down 1-0. And we must hit back ASAP. As you guys can see, Fabregas had all the time in the world, and that was a perfectly placed finish from Cesc Fabregas, and Chelsea lead 1-0. Cesc Fabregas inside to Hazard, and De Gea collects it. Pogba, Aguero, wide, and that's a great ball to Ronaldo. He's got to get past Kurt Zouma here. Does do so. James Rodriguez with a few touches. It's James Rodriguez with the shot. And guys, we have leveled it at 1-1 in the 17th minute. James Rodriguez picks up a goal. And as of late, James Rodriguez has been playing quite well. Ronaldo did well to cut inside. Played to James Rodriguez, who did well with a few touches. And that was a great finish. It's 1-1. Jose Gaia is going to look to cut it inside. And does well. To Rodriguez. Skips around that challenger. Rodriguez with the shot. And that one almost went in. But James Rodriguez doing very well to get ourselves back into this game. As we take a look at that shot again. Inside to Ramirez, who plays it to Kurt Zouma. Now to Diego Costa. Here go Chelsea on the attack. Who plays a through. Costa's through on goal. The shot from, I think it was Kurt Zouma, goes way over the goal. So guys, the game is going to end with another disappointing 1-1 draw. We couldn't get the breakthrough, couldn't make it 2-1. It was quite difficult during that second half. We'll only save one pass away to make our way onto goal and have that chance, but we just could not find that final touch, that final pass to get ourselves on goal and possibly win us this game. Rodriguez picks up another goal during this season. He's been playing well, but it's another draw against Chelsea. So a 1-1 draw, only 1 point. And how did Bayern Munich go in their game? We're going to have to wait and find out. Guys, we must pick up 3 points in the next game. We cannot afford picking up these draws. Here we go, guys. The next game of today's episode is against Schalke. After 2 draws, we're slipping down the table and we cannot afford this. You guys will be seeing the league table before we take a look at the squads. Before we do obviously start this game, but we must pick up 3 points. We cannot afford draws. As you guys can see, we've almost drawn as many games as we have won. We are now 8 points behind Bayern Munich. I will be having a few more extra games in today's episode. This will not be the final game. Usually 3 games an episode, but I'm going to go with 4 or maybe even 5 in today's episode. I really do want to pump out these episodes. They're not long to go till the end of the season. Only 13 more games to go until we do end the Super League with Real Madrid. So we can't afford a draw or a loss in the upcoming games. We must win, in my opinion, almost every game to even have a chance of overtaking Bayern Munich in that first position. This is Schalke's side for this game. They're starting a 4-2-2-2 formation. De Santo and Choupo-Moting will be starting on top. The last time we did play Schalke, we did dominate them. So let's hope that we can do that again. Guys, this is a must-needed 3 points. We have to keep up with Bayern Munich at the top of the table. Schalke down the wing. Inside, it's De Santo who receives it, takes the shot, and it is a penalty after 11 minutes. And Sergio Ramos has taken down, was there Choupo-Moting on the ball? And Schalke have a penalty, guys. Di Santo versus De Gea. And De Gea has made the save, but it's gone into the back of the net. And we cannot afford a start like this. As you guys can see, De Gea got a hand to that one. And Schalke lead 1-0. And we have to get a goal back very, very soon. As you guys can see, I went to the left, sorry. And De Gea just got a hand onto that one. Pogba. This ball has to get through to Bale, and it does. Now Bale has to cut it inside. He can't. Pogba. To Toni Kroos, who plays it through to Gareth Bale. And that is an unbelievable save from the Schalke goalkeeper. A one-on-one Bale. And what a save from the Schalke goalkeeper, resulting in that Choupo-Moting is on the attack. Still on it. Sergio Ramos does well. To Aguero. James Rodriguez, who plays it through. Jose Gaia. And the left back has picked up a goal, guys. Our left back has to score the goal to level at 1-1. As you guys can see, James Rodriguez plays it through. And as of late, Jose Gaia has been picking up a few goals, which is awesome to see the left back pushing up. But guys, it's 1-1. We're back into this game. We cannot afford to drop points. We must pick up a goal to put ourselves in the lead. Cross comes in. Choupo-Moting receives it. There's no pressure on him, really. We clear it out just. And what a ball that is to Ronaldo. Can Ronaldo get on a run here? Plays it through. Aguero making his way into goal. Sergio Aguero. Save. Ronaldo with the header. And we should have maybe done a bit better there. But what an attack it was. And that was really our chance to win ourselves this game. There's still time, though. Bale with the corner. Rodriguez. Inside to Aguero. It's Sergio Aguero. Still going Sergio Aguero. It's a save. Rodriguez to Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba with the shot. What a save from the Schalke goalkeeper. We have had loads of chances in the last 10 minutes. What a save. Bale with the corner. Pepe's there. It's going to fall to Jose Gaia, who takes the shot. And yet again, it's another save, guys. And the game has ended in another 1-1 draw. That is 3 games in today's episode. And all 3 games have ended in a 1-1 draw. And this is going to be very tough, guys, for us to even come close to winning this Super League title. We have drawn 11 games this season, and it would be so disappointing if these draws come to haunt us at the end of the season, and we might not win that Super League title. Here we go with the final game of today's episode against Borussia Dortmund. A must-win game. This is a game where we must win. Nothing else but a win would be acceptable. Let's jump into it. As we take a look at the Borussia Dortmund side for this game, Aubameyang, Kagawa, Marco Reus, Mkhitaryan, Sahin, Castro, Socrates, Ginta, Piszczek, Durham. It is a very strong Borussia Dortmund side, but their goalkeeper isn't the best, and that's definitely a weakness in their side, so we will be taking quite a lot of shots in this game. Rafael Varane is returning from his injury, a bit of a delay, but he's back in the centre-back position, and obviously my strongest starting 11 in a must-win game. Let's jump into it, guys. Let's score goals. Let's pick up 3 points. Pogba with the interception. Bale to Aguero, and I tell you what, Borussia Dortmund have played very well during this game. They've been a very difficult team to break down. We do have a foul in the 48th minute. Danilo receives it, sorry. Inside to Sergio Ramos. He plays it to James Rodriguez with the shot. And straight at the Dortmund goalkeeper. Here we go, guys. This is a good attack. And it's Paul Pogba over the top. to find Gareth Bale, who's going to play it to Sergio Aguero, who has put it wide. Unbelievable in the 76th minute. Aguero has put a golden chance to put ourselves in the lead and maybe even win us this game. Could someone get a late goal? Could someone step up for the team? It's Gareth Bale. It's an unbelievable save from the Dortmund goalkeeper, who has saved everything in this game. We've had our chances to win and we did not take those chances, and it is so frustrating right now. We've had so many chances right at the end. Another chance from Bale, and it is so frustrating. We just cannot take our chances on goal. And the game is going to end in another draw. 4 games, 4 draws in today's episode. And this time it was a 0-0 draw to Borussia Dortmund. After some great episodes we've had previously in this series, today's episode was one of the lowest points that we've got. The lowest point that we have been in this season. We're now in 3rd position, 4 games, 4 draws. As you guys can see, we've played 27, won 13, drawn 12. We've almost drawn the exact same number of games that we have won. We've lost 2. We have a goal difference of 20. We're on 51 points. Level points now with PSG, and Bayern Munich have stretched their lead to now 12 points. They're on 63 points. We're on 51. They've played 27, won 19, drawn 6, and lost 2 in a very disappointing episode, guys. But it is not over yet. We're going to hit back in the next one. We're going to have to win every game. Remember, we still have to play Bayern Munich later on this season, so anything is possible. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, make sure to go ahead and click that like button. Comments are appreciated. Subscribe also if you are new around here. Don't miss tomorrow's episode, because we are heading into the later stages of this season, and it's going to be difficult, but anything is possible, guys, and I see you all on my next video.